Welcome back to the Arsenal Therapy, the channel that gives you the therapy for Arsenal fans. I'm joined by Gunner Chef and Matt. How we doing, my bros? How we doing?
All good.
Active, a lot to talk about. There's
A
a
lot
lot
to
of
talk
things in the
about,
last
man. A
couple of
lot to
days,
talk
boy.
about. And can you imagine? This is in the span of literally since we come into July, things have been popping off like crazy. It's been like fireworks, no? And this is what people have been saying.
Yeah,
This is what
yeah.
people have been saying, right? So anyway, let's not waste any more time already. The first thing we're going to talk about is the man himself. Yeah.
Come on.
Let's not talk anymore. Obviously, we heard from Fabrizio Romano yesterday that he is itching. This guy, the stuff that I'm seeing this guy do, the sacrifices, chef.
Bro, for me, when a guy said he would sacrifice his own wage, £2 million of it, to come to us, bring him to my club today.
Crazy,
He wants to come that bad. He's willing to give up his own money. Do you know how mad that is?
bro, bro, bro.
Like,
I've never heard of that. I've never
I
seen
thought
that.
I couldn't. I read it. I'm seeing. Yeah, he's willing to sacrifice. This guy, he knows. He knows what if he comes here and he takes us over that finish line, he will be a legend and like people his respect will go so he be getting them night deals. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
gonna be getting
yeah.
money. You know he's like the brand deals, the Coca Cola
Yeah,
adverts, and
yeah,
he
yeah.
be making
It's
money.
him. It's him. It's him.
100.
Matt, what we saying, man? What you thinking about this?
First of all, can I just say that picture of Berta gasses me? You know, like you go
I
to
like,
business. You know, that one's
look
like,
at look at
look at him, look at him. I'm going, I'm
Yeah,
doing
man.
this. You know what I mean? Listen, I think Black Chef was saying, we've all been talking about as well. When you hear someone saying, I really want to leave, I'm willing to sacrifice money, he hasn't even played for a club yet, and he's already got that feeling of like he's gonna do his thing here. He's got the passion already, and you know what? You can just picture already that first goal when it hits the net.
Oh my days, it's gonna be a mad thing.
Madness,
It's gonna be a
madness.
mad
And
thing.
and and you
Stadium.
know what is with players like him here? When they get that first goal, if it gets early as well, that's it. They're on the ascension. That
It's like Pringles,
literally
yeah. It's like Pringles.
the fans are behind them. His infectious way will, build with other players as well. Honestly, I look at the more I think about this sign. I don't know about you guys. I was Sesko, like I was a bit unsure at one bit.
Same.
But the more it's gone on, I'm listening to this guy say that. Whereas the other one, as I said in the last show, talking about release clause, and all this and that, I wasn't unsure
Mm,
about to play against Havertz, bro. My
mhm.
man's like, I don't care who's there. I'm going. Like, let me show you what I'm going to do, and we're going to see that on the pitch. So I'm gassed. Like, I can't lie. I don't know what's the fee they said 70.
So 70 million. So basically, this was roughly before I joined on. It was like 7:40. It was
Yeah,
5 minutes before that, so around
yeah.
7:35, and it said that they're going in for another deal that's going to be potentially looking at around 70 million pounds
Yeah, it's 56 million with
Mm.
14 million add-ons, they're
add-ons.
saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
But
again
I don't.
good business.
Do you know
Yeah.
what it is? If a man has got Ballon d'Or clauses and winning the league, pay him. I
Pay
don't
him
like, you know
literally.
what?
Yeah, yeah.
Once he
Real talk.
gets that money,
Facts,
give him
Yeah,
100 million. I don't
yeah.
yeah,
care.
Facts,
yeah,
You bring that
facts,
league title to the carpet, bro, it's
yeah.
over for me. I don't. You can
facts,
give him an extra 20 mil and say, you done your. Yeah, I mean, just give me his money, bro.
facts. I absolutely agree. And look at what this guy also done as well. Right? He dumped his girl. He dumped his own girl.
Was that
That's
was that
mad,
legit?
bro.
Was that story legit? Because I was trying
It's
to find. Is it?
no, no. Listen, it's on literally a
Mad.
couple pages, man. Yeah, it's on the daily. It's on the daily, not the Daily Mirror. The Standard. Bro dumped his girl. Contributed 2 million, just like Chef said, of his own wages. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And
man.
he keeps saying it. He keeps saying it.
Mm.
I think yesterday or today he said, I don't want to go anywhere else but to
Bro,
Arsenal Football
I
Club. It's
love that, man.
man.
That.
bro.
I can't even explain. To me, that's just if we don't get him, I'll be devastated.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's that
Yep.
bad. Like after
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
that's happened,
yeah,
now
yeah,
if it doesn't happen, only a league title will make me happy. That like there's nothing else.
A whole
Yeah.
year. A whole year.
Yeah, like it would have to
real
because
talk, real talk.
he's putting his neck on the line. His own career, you know. He's like, nah, look. Basically, anyone else that comes, they'll be like, nah, like he wants to go Arsenal. Is there
Yeah.
even a point of us trying to go in for him? So he's like, I want to go there. They want me. Who and he's telling other strikers, don't even try to chat to them.
Yeah.
I want to go there. And if you know, if I come and you come, I'm the man, basically. He's confident, man. I rate it. I really do.
And you know, just quickly, I feel like how he's being is his playing style. Like, you know, when you watch him, what I mean by that is like he's just ready to put in the work and just show whatever he can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when he plays, he's like that. He's willing to do anything, run through brick walls, and he's got that cold look about him. Like he just knows goals. That's all he knows. And we can laugh and say, "Oh, the Farmers League, bro. You score goals anywhere. It's a big thing."
Yeah, if you're a shooter, you're a shooter, man.
That's what I'm saying. And a bit of confidence, man. It's looking good. It's looking good.
What would you say? Would you say that Gyökeres is going to come in and immediately hit it off, or do you think it's going to be a little transition period? What do you think, guys?
He has to.
Yeah,
he has to. Me and Matt said before, because do you know what it is? Yeah, the worst thing is it'll be a shame if he don't score that first game. My God, bro, the pressure on his back is gonna be every game they're gonna be. He ain't scored again. He ain't scored it. Like, and it's gonna be like he's gonna be feeling it because this isn't when you play like Arsenal, Man United, and Liverpool, they get covered by the news in the Prem, in my opinion. When Chelsea, Spurs, City, no one really cares. Like, do you know, like when they're not playing well,
Chelsea people care.
But they're not. Look,
I get it. I get Spurs, but Chelsea, you know, a little bit.
The club that they are. When Arsenal finished 8th, bro, it was like the world was at a standstill. Everyone, oh my God, look, Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. That's why he needs to come. I don't even care if it's a penalty. Once he gets that goal, he'll be like, cool, monkey off my back. Now I can just press on. Like,
what do you think, Matt? Do you think?
I'm in agreement. It's the same with any new player, isn't it? Like whenever you go to a club, they kind of want to hit the ground running. We can go as far back. The example I always use is Pepe as an example. Not a striker, but winger. Pepe had that fantastic game against Liverpool. Nutmeg Van Dijk went 1-1. And I always say, had he have scored that chance, his career at Arsenal would have been different. The confidence you get from scoring early, the pressure's gone at that point. The longer you get to game 8, 9, 10, you haven't done anything, the media start talking. He's the £72 million flop. These players read things, they watch things, it starts to take their toll on them. And I think Gyökeres, he will get an early goal. And when he gets the early goal, I'm telling you now, it's coming. The run. I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to do a Haaland. I'm not doing the madness. I'm not that silly and get clipped. But we're going to see goals galore.
20 league goals, man.
You know,
that's what 20 league goals. I'm happy with that. That's enough for me. 20 in the league and then champs here and there. Overall, like in the first season, 30-ish plus. Because we ain't had that. We got no one who's done that. So we'll be, bro. If we see that, oh my God, he's scoring 20 league goals. Like we can't believe it. Like we've been waiting.
I'm gonna put my neck on the line. I'm gonna say he's gonna score 25 plus.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put my neck on the line.
I mean, we make enough chances for him to. So
if he scores 25, plus, we're definitely winning the league. 100%.
Like 25 plus with the defense that we've got, right? I get it that people are on the fence in terms of the midfield. I get it. Some people would think we need to go higher in midfield, cool. But up front, at the back, solid.
I'm happy with the midfield, man.
That's what I was going to go into next as well. Is that what do you think about the midfield? Do you think we're all right? Do you think we're missing? Like, if we are missing, who we are missing?
Matt, you can go first, bro.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? I feel like with our midfield, I said before, it all depends on the opposition, isn't it? When you're playing the Cities and the Liverpools, I feel like you've got to go in with the Zubi, Rice, and Odegaard. That has to be your set three. Has to be, right? And Odegaard might have to defend a bit, whatever. If you're gonna go and get an Eze and whoever, that will work against teams like Tottenham at home and like them them mid team. I'm not being disrespectful, but they're lesser type teams. You know what I mean? But when I look at that, I think that 3 midfield, Zubi, Rice, and Odegaard, we don't know how Zubi's going to hit. I think he might hit the ground running. The type of football he plays, he's a smart player.
Cold.
And listen, we could be cooked. You know what it is? As an Arsenal, I'm trying not to get too excited, bro. But but honestly, this could be the windows of all windows where we go, you know what? Come. Because we weren't losing to top 6 sides with a lack of striker. We now have a 9. And you need to remember as well, these teams were afraid of playing us without a 9. We now have a striker where these teams, imagine in the tunnel, they're like, yo, these men actually have a 9 now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and they're looking at Gyökeres. They're looking at Gyökeres, and Gyökeres is looking. You know, he almost reminds me of that. He reminds me of what's that? Do you remember Rocky? Was it Rocky 4? Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
He does.
He's got look like, I mean, ice cold, like, you know what I mean.
But and I feel like, you know, because we just needed someone with that instinct. We've played Moreno, Otto, and Havertz. Like, there's been so many games where you think if you had the instinct of a striker, you would have made that little move back into the box. Gyökeres has that. So, yeah, listen, it's looking good. Midfield, strike force is good. Bring me Eze there as well, please. I just want, I need that on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was going to go into that,
I was going to say the same thing, though. I was going to say the same thing because, like Matt said, for me, we ain't got a problem against the top 6 sides. That doesn't bother me, like the big 6. What bothers me is when we can't unlock a defense. This man, he is the player that we need where you can come in and he will turn us into a different team. Someone who can make something out of nothing. Odegaard can't really carry the ball, make, like, do you know what I mean? But if you have him in your team, when you're cut, because when you're against a low block, we don't need to be sturdy. You just need to stop the counter. Do you see what I'm saying? But if you've got him and you can move Rice to the 6, but play a bit forward, have him and Odegaard, I'm cool with that. Like, them two, you guys just try unlock the defense, because I'm not expecting Declan Rice to unlock a defense. Don't get me wrong, like, he scores late winners and stuff, but that's not his speciality. Like, I think we need someone like Eze against the low block who can just come in and say, wow, I've got this much space. Instead of this, you know what I mean? Instead of this side to side transition, recycle, go back, recycle, side to side. Like, there's nothing more frustrating for us when we're in control of the game. It's 1-1. You got the winger with the ball. He gives it back to Odegaard. Odegaard gives it back. Then he goes there to the left. They try again on the other side. Come back. It's like, bro, I can't be watching that for half an hour, man.
You know what? Just quickly as well. I read something today and it made a valid point about Odegaard. And I think we alluded to it as well. To see the best of Odegaard, you need someone behind him that doesn't mean he has to track back like he's been trying to do to get the ball. So now he's going to have someone in a Zubamendi that can find him in that position. Then you're going to then, ahead of him, have a striker where it's like, you just listen, you ain't got to give out to the sides now. Now, through ball. And that's, as a 10, that's what you want to do. When you're a 10, you turn. I'm not looking to give it to the side. I'm like, where's my striker going? De Bruyne, like, with De Bruyne and Haaland. Remember the first game Haaland played? West Ham away, I think it was. Free ball. That's what we need. And now we're getting to that point. And with Eze, like Chef said, he works against them Everton's aways or Everton home where they want to do a low block. We need someone other than Declan Rice that gets it and carries, because no one else in that team carries like Declan Rice. Declan Rice will carry and you're like, yo, where's everyone else? And now if someone like Eze, you're going to have someone where they can't get the ball off him. He still has a final third pass. So it adds another strings to our bow. And whereas the defenses can't say, let's double up on Saka, let's double up on him. You now got Eze to worry about, as well as Saka, as well as Odegaard, as well as Gyökeres. So it gives us so many options. I just think the fear factor we're going to put into so many teams now, even when they want to do a low block, they're like, oh, yo, this ain't working.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
You know what I mean? Because that Chef said it's predictable. Odegaard out to Saka, back to here, back to there, back. And we know them games where we're going to draw. We were watching, we're like, bro, come on, where's the through the middle?
It's a big season for Odegaard, though, boys.
Yeah, massive.
Because if you give him a number 9 and he doesn't perform, it will show me we need to move on. You're not the man that I thought you was. Because I can only say that he's not ever, who's he played with? No true number 9.
Jesus.
Nah, come on, bro.
Like, he's not really,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's just a jinky McJinkers, bro. He's not really.
Ah, come on,
Yeah,
man.
he's
Put
not.
some
I'm
respect on
talking
it.
about an elite gunman in front of
No,
goal,
yeah,
like
obviously
Gyökeres.
Holland for Norway, innit? Holland for Norway,
Yeah.
obviously, and you
Well,
can see,
apparently he
and you
plays well
see,
with him.
yeah,
So
you see what
we'll
happens.
see if he Gyokeres comes, we get a 9, and he's giving him everything he needs, and you can see the assists and stuff. Okay, cool. All he was missing was that player up front for him to be able to perform. If he doesn't, it'll be over.
Because think about it, right? It's that if you actually go and watch Odegaard for Norway and you see the type of through balls that he does for Haaland, it's very, very similar in terms of Gyökeres and how he scores his goals for when he plays for Sporting. I was watching him again today, and this guy is ready to be on the last man on the shoulder, waiting for that through ball to get whipped in.
I love that.
I know we spoke about Gyökeres already, but again, like this is the reason why I'm going back to. I think he's going to score 25 more goals. I'm probably going to get slated in the comments for this, but with guys like Odegaard, with guys like Saka, again, you said it before, Chef. Saka, yes, he can score goals, but he's more of a
He's a
creator.
creator.
Do you know what I mean? So if you've got Saka, you've got Odegaard, and you bring in like a Eze, brother, how can this guy not score more than 25
And
goals?
Eze can shoot from distance and take set pieces.
Man. That's what I'm trying to say, man. That's what I'm. It's looking juicy to say the least. I don't want to. I'm with Matt. I don't want to get too excited, but it's looking juicy. So going back to all of these transfers before we go to the other ones, what do we think of Berta then? Because we weren't seeing this out there, dude.
Bro, do you know what? I'm respecting it if it all goes through because do you know what it is? He's doing multiple deals at once. In case one don't work out, he's gonna say, you know what, I've got the other one ready. And then if not, like he doesn't care about, oh no, we're just gonna go for him. I'm gonna show my hand early. He's like, no, look, Sesko Gyokeres. Do you know what I mean? And Arsenal, they got money to spend, but they're trying to do deals in a way where it's not going to affect their PSR for next season. So I feel like maybe again they're going to try and build again, maybe look at other positions. I'm not sure exactly from now, but the way that we're preparing it, I'm rating it right now. For now, I'm rating what he's doing if they go through.
Matt, what are you thinking, mate?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm the same. I feel like, we in June were all stressing it. As I said, Liverpool started so fast. We started doing the whole panic thing. And then when we heard Zubimendi, wait till July, the accounts of the club and whatever, I was like, do you know what? And I think you remember in the show, I kept saying, calm people. July, we'll see. We're here now in July, 7 days in. All these things are happening. But they spoke about Berta before and they said, this is how he does it. So we'll line them all up. We'll speak to loads. So, okay, cool. What you're saying that pull the trigger there, bang, gone. Whereas Edu was different. He was so fixated on the one. It was like, I need this one. Oh my God, let me keep going. Yeah, I don't want to come. Oh man, where do I go now? Like, there's a big difference in them. And like Chef said, it's not done yet. If he completes the signings that we want, we know for the future, whether it's Mikel as the manager or not, the type of sporting director that we have. Yeah. Because this is the type we've needed someone like this that gets these deals done. I can imagine, like, don't get me wrong, Eddie wasn't awful, but the Sterling one was a bad finish for him. And the Neto one, which was a friend that I heard, like all them little things. Neto
he's got a couple under his belt, man.
Marquinhos,
Willian, David Luiz,
Pablo Mari.
So them type of ones you look at and you think, I needed better. Berta will get some wrong.
Yeah. No one gets everything right.
You know what I mean? I want this one, I want that one. And the players that we linked with, apart from the one I'm sure we're going to get into, we all know, innit? We all know which one.
We might as well address the elephant in the room, guys.
Let's go.
Go on.
Noni Madueke. Listen, Noni Madueke. I don't know.
Noni. I wasn't speaking. Oh yeah.
But I know exactly who you're talking about. No, look, listen. Do you know? I've said it in a couple of times. It's not him as a player as such, because if we all talk about him as a footballer, none of us think he's poor. If he was coming from West Ham, we'll be like, you know what? He's good. Let's see what he can do here. It's more the fact that we'll be funding our opposition, giving them the money, and Spurs are right now, as we speak, they're agreeing for Kudus, a guy that we've rated, and it's upsetting me. But Chelsea want him, right? If we go and give 50 million to them and say, give us Noni Madueke, what do you think's going to happen? They're going to go to Kudus and say, there you go. That's what Arsenal just gave us. For a guy we didn't want, like, here you go. It's more, is he 100% a better footballer than Ethan Waneri? I don't think so. I can't sit there and say I guarantee if we sign Madueke, he is going to be better than Ethan Waneri. And you're robbing him of minutes. You're taking, and look, they're coming in for him as well. It's like they want that. They want Ethan Waneri.
They told him shut up, man. They told him shut up.
But you know what? You know what they tried to do? They tried to go for Max Dowman and put him in the deal with Madueke.
Yeah.
And you want, but this is why I would not do business with these snakes. Like, I'm not on that, bro. Like, they're just trying to they're trying to rob us blind.
Yeah, real talk.
Like, they say, like, oh yeah, give us Max Dowman. Like, it's calm. Like, what? the guy that's got the highest ceiling of all of our stuff. And that's what it is. I don't want to offend the player. I don't want to offend the player. Like, I don't want to sit there. I don't think he's terrible. I actually think he's a decent player. Like, he'll be a good squad player, not for 50 million and not from Chelsea.
Yeah. Chef said it all. The two things for me that bugs me, the fact is Chelsea. And I just think to myself, at what point, as you guys higher up, do you not look and go, we can't go to Chelsea again? Like we know, and forget, not even just towards the fans, but towards yourselves. Like if I'm Arteta,
can I just like, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry to interject. I just want to play a little bit of devil's advocate here. Yeah, it's like imagine you go to Chelsea, you get Madueke, and he gives you, let's say, something nice like 15 goals, 15 assists. What are you saying then?
No,
I'll say, oh yeah, like he's trying to.
No,
What am I going to say?
you know what? No, that is good. That is good. But you know what? It's the principle. It's the fact that, like Chef said, we're going to give them money, and then they're going to look and go, oh, how much do you need for Kudus? We need now 45. 45 for Madueke, please. Yeah, cool. Kudus. And that's not saying, cool, we desperately need Kudus, but we're giving them money all the time to go and get these players. It's very annoying. And as I said, there must be something they have over us. The way we keep going back to them. It's very, very annoying. And the thing is, we could, if we wanted to, get a bit more money, put towards Kudus, if we wanted to, really, instead of going for Madueke.
But they want the same price.
That's what I don't understand. That's the only thing I do not understand. Why do they want to go for Madueke when Kudus is just, I think it's 10 mil more?
The only thing I can think, though, is that Madueke said, or they're agreeing where he's cool to be behind Saka. I don't think Kudus will accept being out of the first team for a while and being on the bench and stuff like that. That's the only thing.
On the left.
Which, yeah, exactly. And he did well on the left against us. I remember the Emirates, mate. Like, he bullied us. Bullied the back four. Absolutely bullied us.
He got Skelly sent off. He got him sent off.
He's the one that got Skelly sent off. And when I look at it as well, I'm just like, I'm sure there's someone else out there asking, like, please, like, and that there will take the window down a little level because we've got this high of a Rodrigo and Eze and this, and you hear Madueke. Now, I'm going to do devil's advocate as well. What I do think with Madueke, if we got all our business done, and we had 50 mil to spend, and we go, do you know what? We've got everything, the winger, where's the backup now for Saka? And then you added him for, let's say, 30 mil plus add-ons, and he said, cool, I want to be backup to him. I'm all right with that. But my worry with Arsenal is that they get the deal done for Madueke and then they go, yeah, you know what, we can't go and get thinking now we've got Madueke. That's the problem. It's happened numerous times with Arsenal. Arsenal always do this to us. So I just want to make sure we get what we have first or want first and then Noni, if anything. Because when you look at it, there's no one really in world football that you can get for 35, 40 mil to play back up. You know what I mean? Tottenham had the same problem with Harry Kane. No one to go in as a number 2 to Kane because, you know what I mean, not going to play. So I don't know if you guys, can you guys think of anybody? I was saying this on one of my...
Oh, yeah, I can. Bakayoko.
No, he's cold.
But would he want to be backup? But no, I like backup. I love backup. But would he want to be backup?
He's young. He's young.
Do
you know what it is, Matt? Do you know what it is, Matt? You need to go for someone younger. He's Saka's age. Like he's. I think the thing that I think that is attracting Arsenal is he's on 50. He's on £50,000 a week. So they're thinking, cool. If we sign him, we'll give him 75. That's very cheap wages. Whereas like we're giving Reece Nelson 100 bands.
Why are you still there?
What?
Yeah,
Don't
but
stop me, man.
yeah, he's on 100 grand a week. He's on.
Reece
He was
Nelson's
on.
on 100. Is on
He's on
100K
100 grand a week. Yeah, and he got a £5 million signing on bonus because it was a free deal. Like I know these, I know these things. So they're looking at. But for me, if I was the manager and out the board, I would say, do you know what? Let's take a risk. Cool. We can go and pay for a bit of a future because Saka, like obviously, hopefully, is not going anywhere from Arsenal for the next 4 to 5 years. And hopefully for us, right? I would look at someone else like Tyler Dibling from Southampton, 18 years old. We see him in the Premier League, loads of potential, and say, you know what? We'll spend 35 million, 40 million. This money might come in good way later.
That's a very good shout.
Yeah. For me, that's what I would rather get someone. And if he wants to start at 18 at Arsenal Football Club, then you know you got no chance. So you'll be happy coming off here and there. Very talented. The only thing is his end product, but you can coach that.
Yeah,
you can coach that. So I would rather get someone like that. If he comes and scores 15 goals and 15 assists, Madueke, well, I'll go and buy his shirt. You get me? Like, I'm not. That's a mad. That's cold.
But do you think my thoughts as well? Just thinking as you're saying that shit about Diblin, I think Arteta feels the pressure now. He knows his win now, so I don't think he'll look at it. I don't think he'll look at a Dibbling because it's like if Saka does come out, I've got a bank with a young one. I can't. I need my prem. I need something now. So with the Madueke, I think it's looking going same age, left-footed, can bring me a little something. You know what I mean? Like I think that's why he's looking at it as a possible Rodrigo because he's like, I need it. They'll never say it, but we know and we can see it in the club. The club are going to Mikel, here you go. But this is it. Like,
yeah. There's no excuses. That's the thing. That's another reason why I want all of the transfers to go through. I don't want any more excuses. I don't want it to be, he didn't have this, he didn't have that. You've got the tools there. Do you know what I mean? And then when we sack him, if we do sack him, then you know. But anyway, I wanted to go into this one as well, Rodrigo. Listen, we need to be trying to be a little bit realistic right now. What I mean by realistic in terms of we may get either Rodrigo or Eze and not both. Right? That is a possibility. Yeah. So if I had to ask you, who would you rather, Rodrigo or Eze, if you just had to get one?
Obviously him. It's gonna be him every time. I've seen him with the shining lights in the champs doing an absolute Mazzolini. Like I'm taking him every day. For me, he's the kind of player that changes the landscape of the club. That's what you're signing. Like because at Real Madrid, he don't look like a superstar, but his work goes unnoticed. He's very, very good at football. And these guys this is what it is. I feel like at Chelsea, that's what Arsenal think they're doing every time they go there and get one of these guys. But he's that guy. He really is that kind of player.
We got someone there that says we should be linked to Liao as well. What do you think about that?
Bro, I'll take all day. The thing is with that is that I feel like his end product as well is a bit 50, but he's a powerful runner with a football. He suits the Premier League way more than I feel like Serie A is too tactical for him.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not that kind of guy that can unlock a defense and go like, do you know what I mean? He needs someone play him that ball. He's a power runner. I'll take him all day long, but he'll cost an arm and a leg as well.
You know, I'm thinking he'll probably cost 64 million. But another question I was going to
ask
you. Yeah, I think because that's what they're looking at. Looking around 60 to 70 million. That's what they were looking at. But I was going to ask this to you guys and plus Mister as well. Is that do you think he'll be able to do? Do you remember what Kvaratskhelia and Dembele did in the final, where they were tracking back as right backs, even though they were 4-0 up, they were tracking back.
Saying he's lazy.
bro. Like, do you think he's able to do that? Because that's what you need to do in Champions League. That's what you need to do to win the Premier League. That's what
I
Liverpool
don't think
do. That's what
I
PSG
don't think
do.
I don't think he can fully do it, but I think sometimes when you've got players that have certain qualities, you don't want to take too much of what their best quality is. So, for example, if he's great at attacking, we know that. Liao. If you've got Skelly and Timber, however you play, you've got to do the tactics where it's like, right, you know what, you're not going to defend as much. And that final third, yeah, when you got it, you're the game changer. And I think that's the type of players. I think Rodrigo would give you more in terms of the defensive, doing all of that. And, you know, just touching on what Chef said about Rodrigo, we saw him do in the last whatever. When Real Madrid were doing these great games coming back, he never got the plaudits like he should have.
No,
we can go back to when City was supposed to win that game and a 1-0 up in the last minute. Rodrigo's the one that got the header, wasn't it? And then took it to bro. The guy's unbelievable. And I keep saying it. If we signed him, same impact Alexis had when he arrived.
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah. Do you know why? You know what is?
You really think so?
Real Madrid, when it comes to Champions League, their level is up here. We in Champions League, we're not there yet. So even by him coming down, and you've got to imagine he's going to come and go, Real, I was doing this in a daily, bro. What? You want me to do in the Premier against these, man? I've got you. Don't worry about it.
No, I hear it. It's just, I like it. I like that.
You remember with Alexis, first game with Alexis, Manchester City volley, and we were like, what? But then Barcelona fans were telling us already he does that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's surpassed the requirements there because of the players they've got.
Exactly.
Don't forget, Real Madrid got this new Garcia.
Nail on the head, man.
This new NPC Garcia, yeah? He's playing. Gula's playing. So they ain't got space for Rodrigo. But, bro, we've got all the room for you, bro. Anything you want here,
come, bro.
Got you. My fridge is open.
He's right. Do you know what it is? When Alexis, he was underrated at Barcelona. So when we got him, everyone they were like, but the Barca fans were like, "You're getting a good player here." Like we're telling you, he is. I feel like he's quality, but for me, Rodrigo is exact match. He hit the nail on the head. He's hit the nail on the head. He'll come and he'll bring exactly what we need. Do you know what? We're missing that star that we can just put everything on his back. Yeah, like someone, because those players in the tight moments when it matters, they get you over that line in games, man. And I want someone like a Rodrigo, like a Vinicius, like, you know, Thierry Henry. Like, I'm not saying, but I want the cream of the crop. Someone that I know that we're going to sign. And I just think every time, you know, when you watch them, you're like, oh my God, like, what this guy? And then for like the easy games, they don't do much. They're like, yeah, the team can kind of do what they need to here. I can just kind of float. And then when it matters, yeah, I'm here. You don't forget about me.
Nah, I hear that, man. Before we go into the transfer that I'm potentially going out, another one from Mr. 142. He says we track back anywhere and it hampers our attacking play. Arteta needs to find the balance. What do you think about that? Again, like we saw, because I know a couple of people were complaining about that before, but then we saw PSG do it, and they were 4-0 up, and they were still tracking back. And what do you think about that one?
Yeah, no, you can't. That's part of the job. Do you know what I mean? If you want to play for Arsenal, it comes with it. Like that's the style that he's trying to input. So I can't sit there and be like, abandon it, just don't defend, because the manager's gonna drop him. You know what I mean? It's like you need to follow the instructions. It's like Henry. You know when Henry went to Barca and he was like, Pep was telling me to press. And then I shot, I hit the post, and he said,
you took him off.
Yeah.
Because you weren't listening. You want people that listen. Good boy, listen. Yeah, I mean, but also before going on as well, is that modern football has changed, because before fullbacks would just stay a part of the defensive line, but you got fullbacks going up now.
Gary Neville was in the Airways.
Yeah. Now you've got a bunch of fullbacks going up and down. You're gonna get doubled sometimes, so the winger has to come back.
You know anyway, what though, as well.
Sorry, bro.
You know, we talk about balance, right? I think next season in certain games we have to take the handbrake off.
100%.
100%.
Because there were so many games, and if I named you teams, that you're Fulham, Newcastle, Villa, them games, Crystal Palace. Like it's like at some point you have to look and go, you know what? We're better than these, man.
100%.
Like, no handbrake team. We've got the better defense, the better midfield. Now you've got a Zubimendi and Rice. Go and play these teams and go, you know what? Let's get up 3-4 goals. Probably with Arsenal, as you get to half time, it's 0-0, bit conservative. We played Bournemouth when we lost. end of the season. We lost 2-1. Same again. Conservative. Brentford, draw. Conservative. Let the handbrake off. And I think Arteta's got to look this season and go, do you know what? I've got my team here. I've got my players. And yeah, against the top 6, I'm going to be pragmatic. But the rest of them, let's go for it. Because that's what Liverpool do. Dismantle them other teams, give them no hope. And then they nick the wins in the big games. That's what they're doing. And that's what we need to learn to do.
No, I agree. We need to do it, man. We need to definitely do that. Next up, Trossard may be potentially leaving the club, going to Fenerbahce. From the looks of it, it's looking roughly around 20 million. That's what the reports are. 20 million. What do you guys think about this? Yes, no, yay, nay?
I don't. Do you know what? For 20 million, I don't know if I'd sell him, man, because I feel like you can't get that for. I'd rather sell Martinelli for 60 million, because
Really?
I feel like, I feel like Trossard is more of an impact off the bench than Martinelli would be. Like, I feel like when he does what we bought him for, which is come off the bench and have an impact, he scored 10 goals that season. And it's like, in the league, coming off the bench, not a starter, that's very good for someone to score 10 league goals. Like, and we're not expecting him to sit there and, score 15 to 20 league goals. This is him doing what he wants. Obviously, if he's not happy to do that and he wants to leave to start, and that's fine. 20 million, I mean, we paid 20, we went to sell him for 20 a couple years later. Good business.
Matt, what are you thinking, man? Are you again with the same notion as Chef? Would you rather sell Martinelli for 65 plus, or would you rather get rid of Trossard and keep Martinelli? Where are you standing with this?
If we got a big Saudi bid, I'd let Martinelli go for the big money, 100%. Because at some point, we always say, oh, no, don't let him go now. We need to learn to sell when someone can get the maximum value from someone. The issue with Arsenal, we leave it too long. We're like them people. We get a car. We let the car decrease to the point where it's no longer working. Try to sell it. Nah, you got to give it for free. You know them ones like
give it to your nephew or something.
You know what I mean? Like they come back, the engine's on and everything, but kitchen bang and all that. But when I look at Trossard, he's. You know what? I can't use the comparison I used to, because RIP to the person I was going to use. But that type of impact where they're finishing, you know what I mean? Like he come off the bench and he finished the same way as that person. Left foot, right foot, header. So 20 mil is not enough for him. If you're going to give me 30 plus mil for a Trossard, then you know what? We can take him, we can replace him possibly. But I think with him, he's looking World Cup year as well. Am I going to play a lot? It's all them little things, isn't it? So if we've got to keep Martinelli, cool, but I'd rather keep Trossard, let Martinelli go for the bigger money for sure.
I agree, man. I agree. I think 30 mil, if you give me 30 mil, I'll say yes. Trossard. Bye-bye. I know it's only 10 mil, but hey, listen, in this
10 million.
10 million, you know what I mean?
10 million's a law guard.
Yeah. literally 10 million's a law guard. I was gonna give you guys a hot take, and I want you guys to let me know if I'm reaching with this, right? My hot take is that Declan Rice is gonna score 10 to 15 goals this season.
I wouldn't put it past him. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm probably saying maybe closer to the 15 goal margin.
Nah, 15's a bit hard.
10 to 15.
10 goals, I can see him getting as a maximum, but it depends. If he starts taking the set pieces and doing what he did constantly, then yeah, cool. But I feel like he's focusing a lot on scoring and assisting when I don't care if he does that. Like, I don't look at my central midfielder and say, you need to score 15 goals this season. Do you know what I mean? You need to be getting involved and doing... Did you ever look at Vieira and say, Vieira, 15 goals?
No,
but you know who I looked at? I looked at Gerrard, because he was getting close to 15 goals and able to defend as well.
Slick, and this never won a league. Yeah, never won the Prem.
But again, bro, come on. For the player he was Captain Marvel.
He was cold, but Lampard's better in my opinion.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
For me,
I know about that
Frank Lampard took his team over the finish line, scored over 10 league goals for 10 years in a row from midfield.
But do you think, because we're going off screen, but do you think Lampard will be able to do that in that Liverpool side? That those
He
doo-doo
didn't need
Liverpool
to.
sides,
Wicked.
for those doo-doo Liverpool sides that
Look,
they had,
but
and those,
do you
those
believe
sides.
without Lampard they were winning? I don't think so.
Yes,
I
I think
don't.
so. I think
No
so. Someone
way.
else would have
No
scored in goals,
way.
man.
He was
Don't get me wrong.
integral, box to box.
But that's what Declan Rice could be. That's what
He
Declan Rice.
could be, but
That's what
he
I'm trying to
hasn't
say.
got.
10 to 15 goals,
If he shoots more and he gets in the right place,
bro.
he can turn into that. But
Listen,
Frank Lampard was doing an absolute mazza,
no, he
and he
was.
gets
Lampard was doing the
disrespected.
mazza. Lampard was doing the mazza. Lampard was doing the
I'm
mazza.
with
And I'm not.
you. You know what?
And,
I'm
and,
deep. I'm with you. I'm with you. I deeped it. I'm with you. I'm
You're with-
with real. I think he's right. Declan's close to 15 goals. Do you know why? I think the signing of Zubi means now he can do what he wants to. Because we saw at West Ham when they had they played someone in DM, but Noble, when it was Noble playing DM and Rice was allowed to go. I think Zubi will allow Rice to do it a lot more because Rice scored a few towards the end.
15 league goals,
listen. Now. That's what's it closer.
That's a lot of goals.
13. I said 13.
10 to 15.
Yeah, 10 to 15. I'm saying probably like 12. If I had to put my neck on the line, 12 to 13. The reason I'm saying this is because towards latter stages, not only the free kicks. Did you see that goal he scored against was it Newcastle?
Yeah, 30.
Yeah.
If he does that more,
dumb.
bro, I'm telling you, look, if he does that more, I told you, if he lets it go, because he can shoot, I know he can. I've seen him do it. If he lets it off, like and it's hitting the back of the net, I say, you know what, cool. But he tries to cross it into nobody as well, and it winds me up.
Yeah, because he's getting told that. He's getting told that obviously.
Well, then you know what I'm gonna say. Sack the manager. You get me? That's what I'm gonna say. Because if you've got a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, and you're trying to use it like a smart, and all you see, like, I'm not on that.
But don't you think? But don't you think at the same time, like the manager is looking at the player, and then he's saying, okay, cool, like you're probably able to do this, but then the player is showing over time because I didn't think Rice is able to do this. Do you think when Rice came in, I would say this hot take in terms of
no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Never. You know what I mean? But the fact is, he's developing at a crazy rate.
No,
I don't think people are peeping this.
For me, he is one of the best midfielders in world football. He is Arsenal Football Club's best player. And I'm being honest. Saka, Odegaard, Saliba, for me, he can walk into any football team in the world and he'll start. He's that good. Like, I really, from when he came, the way, because it's his attitude, the last ditch tackles. Like, people forget, like, his defensive work, and then he carries the ball. And then from there, he shoots and he scores, and then he can header. He's good in the air. Like, I can't.
That's what I'm saying, Chef. That's what people need to remember. If Zuberman is going to do the DM thing and Rice can allow that free run,
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No.
I hear it.
We won't have to do as much going back, but Rice will still press. And the way Rice presses people,
so cold.
You know what? By the time they've cleared it, they'll go, wow, just cleared it. Rice is killing me here. Then we're on the attack again. So that's why I can see with the midfield working. So
do you know why I like it more, Matt? As well, Partey tried to carry the ball a little bit forward, and it's not Zubi's. He doesn't do that. So he's just gonna stay in his position, bang, bang, and obviously his passing range is nuts.
Like, and they can swap in it. Zubi might go, let me go up a bit. I can do little sharp passes and whatever.
Yeah. He's a technical player.
Partey wasn't the same. Partey had to be that guy. Couldn't go too far forward. With Zubi and Rice, you can swap him around.
No, you're right. I will see. But I'm excited. I am excited for the season, man. I really want us to get that striker, and I feel like everything might change. It might. It just might, because when you're a footballer, and someone who's unbelievable plays, you feel like you can win every game. Do you know what I mean? When you're playing it doesn't matter if it's Sunday League or Premier. When you get a player like that, you're not and then you sit there, and then this guy comes in your team, and he's playing.
We're winning.
We're eating today.
I think someone said about Thierry Henry.
Yeah. Do you know what I was going to say? Thierry is the easy one for me. When we had Vieira starting, I never
he's
felt
so
I,
good.
I, remember
Yeah.
I remember I'd sit there watching like this.
Yeah, man. Honestly,
You never
like
lose.
it was free. It was free for me. It was the core of seeing Sol Campbell at the back,
Oh,
seeing
cold.
Vieira in the middle, and then seeing Henri up front. I'm like,
But we're
we got this.
close to
We're right,
that.
man. We're okay.
Saliba, Gabriel, Rice.
Yeah.
We'll see Zubi. I can't judge him yet.
Yeah.
But Rice and that man at the top.
Striker.
Yeah, that guy, because that's what wins you games.
Yeah.
It wins it, like they say, defense wins you leagues. But you need someone who's gonna like.
Exactly.
You know what?
Like
We're
you said,
struggling.
yeah.
Let's hoof it to him. Let's just give him the ball.
And you know Gyökeres, he's waiting. He's hungry.
Battling. He's ready.
He's hungry.
Ready.
That's what I like about him. Like, say what you want about Portuguese league or whatever. I just like that he reminds me of that Haaland, where Haaland's hungry as well. He don't mind pushing you and barging into you to get into the goal. Like, do you get it? That's what I want. Man.
Is that when you go to the barbecue? There's like a few bits of chicken left.
Man's there, like,
You're just trying to run there. Everyone's like, everyone knows that. You know that.
Real talk.
You're looking at
You're looking at what?
Them wings are finishing quick.
Real talk. Hey, listen, people, it's gonna be a crazy transfer window. Like Matt said, I think you said it before. I think we're probably going to see a different Arsenal. This could be completely different if, obviously, quote if, but if it does go through, guys,
bro, do you think that we got something crazy under our sleeve as well?
I think we do. You know why?
No, I got a feeling in my belly, man.
These other signings, like think about Mosquera, wages probably not a lot. Madueke, they're trying to hold back the wages. You've got Eze. Eze would be what, about 100, 120 grand a week, roughly. I'm guessing, roughly. Then you have Gyökeres. Gyökeres is saying 200 grand. I still feel there's something. I think they're building up to one where it's like, how much do we have left? How much do we have left? Can we get this player? Can we do one more?
If Matt, we sell. I feel Zinchenko, if he goes, and one more. If a Martinelli, but they're saying they don't want to sell him. Everyone's got a price.
Zinchenko and Trossard.
Yeah.
Is that enough? 40 mil? I feel like they could just go out and get someone. I don't know, someone that you just think, because that Norgard thing. It made me I've never seen Arsenal move like that. That's why I'm giving Berta some credit. Like, we've not announced it, but the news came out a few hours it was done. And we was all just there like, wow, we've signed Norgard. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, we're not used to that. We're used to Calafiori weeks and weeks and Marino, like, oh yeah, we've signed Zubimendi.
Bro, to the point you're forgetting about it, to the point where like, bro, like
them ones, like, you know, Chelsea, they just got Hal Pedro, like the new get boom. I want, like, I feel like we've just got something like that under our sleeve, some sneaky
or do you think like a young player? I think what they might do is go for maybe another young midfielder. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Boadi in
oh yes, he's cold.
Someone like that. Someone where we go.
His name's like Yasser, or I know you're talking about.
I remember he plays for.
Bouaddi or something, bro. He's a ball carrier. He's so cold.
Okay. Oh, and that's what I think they might do. I think they've got the Mosquera because they're going to get players where they go.
You find him.
Going to phase you out, bring you in, learn from them, go again. You know what I mean?
That was meant to be Guendouzi. I rated Guendouzi.
Yeah, I rated Guendouzi as well. Or do you think it might be a case where they go get Eze and Rodrigo?
That'll be mad.
Oh man,
people will lose their mind.
We've never seen it. We've never seen it.
You got Eze and you got Rodrigo.
I'll just go to the Emirates just to be like. And then move on.
I'm in Norwich right now, but I'll drive.
I gotta go to the stadium, bro. I'll just be there. But
listen, I just want to go pre-season. I want to go to pre-season because we've got Villarreal and Bilbao Emirates Cup. I just want to do this in the stadium, just straight away.
Straight away, man. You're just waiting. Like,
ready.
You know what I mean,
we said though, boys. Remember our first podcast or the one after. We said by 10th of July, if we don't see some major moves, we'll. And look, Lord and behold, slowly but surely, we're starting to see things kind of tick on. So I was like, I'm not worried till 10th of July. Now it's coming. So I'm feeling more confident, bro. Like I just want by the end of the summer, I swear to God, if we get all of these players and things done, and there might just be a little surprise there or whatever, it might be curtains.
That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Right?
Right.
It's like again, June, people were moaning, and I said this before, and I think you said this as well. We even when we had our most recent big transfer, it was July times, mid-July.
Yeah.
Rice, Havertz, bang. I think Havertz was like 28th of June, but Timber, Havertz, Timber and Rice, mid-July. And we're linked with so many players. I'm telling you now, especially, I don't know what you guys saw in terms of the Eze one. We're looking at ways to pay that 60 mil in 3 times in terms of 20 million, 20 million, 20 million. Right? So that brings our expenditure down already.
That's what they want. That's what they want.
And then you got, bro, I think that's the reason why we're not wanting to pay that 70 mil or that 80 mil that Gyökeres and Sporting are asking for. We're looking to bring that down. Say that they're
100%.
Eze, all right, cool. So basically, going back to our previous podcast, I'm going to ask you guys again, how do you think the transfer window is going so far? Rate it out of 10, especially you, Chef.
Yeah,
until he
Especially
signs,
you, Chef.
once Gyökeres, I see him in an Arsenal shirt. Let's say, for argument's sake, it's done because it looks like it's gonna get done. Yeah, 6, 7 out of 10.
I'm trying to remember, what did Chef say before?
1.
No, he said 1. He said 1. He said 1 out of 10. Don't worry. I'm gonna make the short. The short is gonna be there.
Yeah, if Gyökeres signs, and then Zubimendi's done. The thing is, not enough's done. Maybe 4, 5, 4, 5. I need to know these deals are gonna get done.
If we get Gyökeres, and we got Zubimendi, we get Norgard, and we get Eze. What would you
7.
say? 7. All right. And if we don't get Eze, we get Rodrigo instead. What would you say?
9. 9. That's almost a 10, bro.
Matt, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I feel like, if we've got Eze without Rodrigo, I think 8. I think Rodrigo gives us 9, even a 9.5. As I said, and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, I don't think people deep. If we get Rodrigo, I'm talking with chest all season. I'm telling you. People, listen, I'm going to tell both of you as well. Just go back and watch Rodrigo, not this season, last season, for Real Madrid. The guy can come off the left. Who's that? He scored a goal against someone where he come off the left, gave a little feint, whatever, smashed it top corner. I went, look at him. And you know what I like about Brazilians, with the Brazilians, they don't give you 5 years good football. They give you 3. But
but it's going to be
3 years.
Best amazing 3.
I enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because then they fade out generally. Brazilians, they do everything after that. But that's all we ask for. We need the Premier League title, boys. We need the Premier League title. I don't want to wait for next season. This season, we need to celebrate. Just picture it now. We win the Premier League and we're celebrating it this time next season.
I'm crying, bro.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, Chef. I'm with you, bro. It's been so long. It's been so long that I might have to shed a couple tears, because it's been
100%.
Bro, guys, and you know if we do win the league, that match that we're gonna play, we have to all link up.
100%.
No, we will.
We have to
bro,
all link up.
Listen, I'll be
100%.
Tollington. That's where I'll be. Everyone find me. I'll be in there. I know for a fact. If the thing is, I got let down because I thought maybe that season when we was winning every game and then against Man City we drew, we won so many on the bounce. I feel like that chance, that was such a letdown for me. I felt so demoralized after that. I remember I was talking to my wife. I was like, what's wrong with that? I was like, well, I believed that we deserved the title, but that little November, December run just ruined everything. Otherwise, that should have been the league. That season, that should have been to win that many games in a row. But all it is we against Man City, he was scared again. Don't get me wrong, now he would never play like that. But at the time, he went not to lose. And it's like He got the draw, but it just weren't enough.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. I've just seen some new news come through, which is kind of suggesting that Gyökeres is moving ever so closer to the move. And basically, Watford, I think, do you guys know Luis Suarez? Not the Luis Suarez, the Liverpool Luis Suarez.
Oh, the other
Luis
one.
Suarez. Yeah, the
Yeah,
other one.
yeah.
I think it's Granada and Marseille at one point.
When did you got Atletico Madrid?
Nah, Sporting
Yeah.
have put in a bid for him.
Oh.
Sporting are putting in a bid for him, and they've just come through right now. I've literally just seen it just before we go off. Sporting have come in and they're putting a bid for Luis Suarez.
Yeah,
So they're
readying themselves.
They're readying themselves. So I think Gyökeres 99%.
That's the signing. That's the signing. Once that's done, you can look at everything else. Just bring him. The guy's willing to give up money.
Oh,
Like,
bro, that
I don't.
you know he's gonna be a club legend already.
He wants
He's
to
gonna come
play
in.
fast. That
You know what's so funny as well, though? We're sitting here talking. I can guarantee you, the players are doing the same thing.
100.
The players are sitting there going, "Yo, this guy was
Get man done, man.
get man done, man. Like, come on.
Come on.
And you can imagine players like Odegaard are thinking, "Right, like, ahead of me, I'm gonna have."
Please, like he's
You know what I'm saying?
please.
And then I can imagine Declan someone to Eze, "Yo, Ebbs, come man, come."
Yeah,
Trust
man.
me.
Yeah.
We've got a guy in here. We've got a guy.
Robbie, I don't know if you guys watched Robbie earlier, but he said he was trying to talk to Eze because it was in Wimbledon. They were both watching Wimbledon. He was trying to talk to him, but he kept missing him. Whether that, bro, like I wanted him to talk to him to be like, "Yo, yeah, you listen, you need that, you know. Sometimes you need that, man. Sometimes you need that."
I just think the luck will hit us this year. I just think, you know, that the year, like Chef said, when we didn't win it, that, you know, we messed up cool. The second one, the injuries cost us. The injuries, the suspensions, and I hate to blame refs and whatever, but a lot of the VR decisions we were used as example. It was never done again. Prime example, the Brighton one. Remember, Declan Rice kicks it out. Yeah, Pedro blasts it, nothing. And then from there, they're like, "Oh, we've got to look at that law now and change it up." After we've, you know what I mean? So I think
the Trossard one, was that a red?
You know,
nah, man. That was similar to do you remember Van Persie, Barcelona?
Yeah. He kicked the ball away 1 second after.
It was like half a second and he kicked it over. But
Jolinton doing WWE, you know what I mean? Like,
but what I would say just before we go, that those situations there, I don't want us to get in those situations because first of all, the reason why we're in this situation is because it was 1-1.
Toe to toe.
It was, you know what I mean? It was. I wanted to, bruv, just beat a team. I wanted to go back to the old days where first 30 minutes, team knows it's a done deal.
Yeah, I think Fulham to hold it. Fulham and Villa, and actually, you know, the one team we need to
Newcastle.
Yeah,
I want to smack Newcastle. I want to touch Newcastle.
I'm tired of going to St James's.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
gas every year.
We've got hold tight Newcastle. I want to smash them at Des as well. Right, guys, it's been amazing, guys. Obviously, as we always know, let them know where they can find you on socials.
Yeah, bro. TikTok, Gunner Chef. YouTube, Gunner Chef. Obviously, this is the Arsenal therapy. Try to do this on a regular.
Best way to start the week.
Trust me. And Matt, bro.
Back on the Net podcast, BOTN podcast, abbreviated, Insta, TikTok, YouTube, X, whatever you want to call it. I'm all around, but yeah, come find me there, man. And big up again, great show again, boys.
Yeah, man, great show, great talk, guys.
Love, man. This the trio, man. It's like Messi, Neymar, Suarez.
Hey, who's the Messi though? Who's the Messi?
I'll take Neymar.
Hey, I'll take Suarez, man. I don't mind. I'll take Suarez.
Nah,
bless up, people. Bless up.
Love, man.